Financial literacy. So zooming in to share more on wealth building is CEO of Profit Jumpstarter, Miss Keisha Bailey. Good morning to you, lady. How are you?
I am good. Good morning. Good morning.
You look so wealthy and happy. Keisha, listen, I mean, you're fresh from your own Build Wealth conference. I know you were at InvestFest just a week ago,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. I love the fact that the conversation about financial literacy is getting, more and more popular, right? For the persons who still don't know what financial literacy is, break it down for us, please. What is financial literacy?
I think the simplest way, thank you for having me on. I'm very excited to be here. Good morning. So the simplest way to think about financial literacy is if you don't know your money, you can't grow your money.
Yeah.
It really is as simple as that. If you really understand the ins and outs of your money, how you make money, how to be wise with your spending, how to do different types of investments, then you're going to find that over time your money will grow, your wealth will grow, you're going to build wealth. If on the flip side, you say, well, all right, I just kind of taking it as it come, I'll just kind of make ends meet. That's all you're going to ever do, make ends meet. But when you have a deep knowledge about how money works, that's how you're able to multiply and grow your money.
Yeah, and it's not just paying out bills, right? Because we're thinking that once we get our money, let's just clear off these bills and let's just buy a little food and we're all right.
True, but you have to think bigger than that because getting by is all right? We get by, but more and more out of life, right? I believe in having an abundant life. And to get that, you have to invest. You have to make the money and then put that money now to grow and work for you. So eventually you don't have to work as hard. The money is doing the work for you. And that is when you know that you're wealthy, when you don't have to trade time for money, but your money is turning over and growing for you without you having to do anything.
Wow. All right. So at what stage should I start learning about this, though? I mean, as early as what? When I'm a teenager or even earlier?
As early as possible. I remember with my son when he was born, 3 days old, we say, you know what, we need to set him up to be wealthy. So at 3 days old, fresh, I barely are open. I say, let's open his investments account. And every month we've been putting money into that account from birth. He's 5 now. And we have a nice little change put aside for him towards going to college. I mean, that's a whole thing made up. Decide that he want to go to college, but at least, the money is there. So start as early as you can. Some people may be watching that are saying, well, Keisha, me at 3 days old, me at 3 million days old. It's still not too late. You can still start. You can still put money into investment because anything you have right now is better than zero.
You talked about people feeling like they're older right now and they can't start. But I mean, take me back right now to you opening an account for your baby, 3 days old. Some people thinking, how is this even possible? An investment account for a baby who's 3 days old, is that even possible to do?
Yeah, and very simple to do. You're going to open the account. You can open it in your name as the parent, and eventually pass that on to your child. That's what I want, inheritances, legacies.
Yes.
So I initially had opened it in my name, but eventually as he turns 18, I'm going to put the account in his name. You can also open custodial accounts for your kids. That's another way to, keep putting money towards their primary school education, secondary school, tertiary education. The earliest you start, the easier it's going to be. And you don't have to think overly complex and say, how am I going to structure it or whatever. Just open an investment account, can be in your name. Every single month, you're going to be putting money into that account, into different types of investment. And trust me, over time, you're going to see a massive growth in that money.
Yeah, and I want you to just make this very clear, right? When you open an investment account for your child, you're not just handing them the money and say, boy, here, we'll start life. And that's the reason why you're saying that financial literacy is important so you're able to manage for the long term this money that you would have had, right?
Yes, so we don't want that we have all this money. We just give our child and say, here, son, take it and do your thing. Go and make life. If they don't understand how money works, that money is not going to last long either. So what you need to do as well is educate your kids around investments. When they get the link of lunch money, you say, all right, let's put aside some money in your bank book. Let's put aside some money in your savings account. So they're building up those habits from early. So when they get older, it comes natural to them. Putting away money for the future is a natural thing. I talk to my son about different investment and I say, this is what growth look like. This is how your money will perform over time. And they understand that, if I keep putting money into this account, it's going to keep growing, and that motivates them.
Yeah.
That's what we want to set up from early. Generational wealth. That's what the thing set up.
Yeah. All right. You mentioned a while ago as well, Keisha, that it's never too late for us to start learning about how to manage your finances, and you're doing this partnership now with the Ministry of Education to train 200 teachers.
Yes.
Wow,
yes,
no, that deserves a big round of applause. I know the teachers are very happy about that, right?
Yes. So we are now in the administrative stage, the implementation of it all. We're going to be sending out emails to the teachers shortly to notify them about the process of signing up for this program. And the thing is, as a teacher myself around financial literacy, I'm very passionate that with knowledge, you can change the world. And with knowledge, and then when you go and implement it, that's how we're going to build a better Jamaica. And so I'm going to be working with 200 teachers over the next year to teach them everything from budgeting, saving for emergency fund, coming out of credit card debt, how to actually build wealth through investments, what are investments, what are the different types of investments that are out there. And we are hoping to also partner with several corporations to actually help with the implementation of the program once the teachers learn. Because remember, knowledge is nothing without implementation. Mm-hmm. So once our teachers learn, they're going to implement, and they're also going to be able to teach the students, teach their families. And that's how we get that multiplicative effect, and we make our overall country better.
Absolutely, because they're already teachers, so they're giving them good knowledge about financial literacy. How can we learn more about financial literacy? I see you have your book right there, Get Serious About Wealth.
Right, somewhere around me, yes. Yeah. So Get Serious About Wealth is my workbook. It came out this year. It's available on Amazon, available on Fontana. One thing I wanted for this book was to make sure that it was easy to understand, and it also helps you to implement. That's why I chose to do a workbook version, because you're going to be able to go in the book right through as you're going through the different activities and actually make that transformation in your finances. That's what I want. I believe anybody can be wealthy, regardless of where you come from, regardless of how much money you have, regardless of your age. You can be wealthy. You just need someone to show you how to get to that next level. And that is what I do through Profit Jumpstarter.
Absolutely. Good work, lady. Good work. Congratulations on everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
CEO of Profit Jumpstarter, Keisha Bailey. Thank you so much for giving us that lovely insight.